Hey everyone, it's Ryzen
And Liz.
and welcome to the preview for the New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins. And first things first, no Gronkowski for this game because he was suspended because the NFL has no consistency with how they rule on anything anymore. I think he should have just been fined. I mean, the guy has no history of personal fouls like that, so. But whatever. It is what it is. I don't think it's a crippling blow, really. Dwayne Allen's been playing better anyway, as compared to what he was doing, where he was doing nothing. And that'll put, obviously, Hollister in. Both of them are healthy, so. Besides, you want Gronkowski for playoff time anyway. Injury list was ridiculous. I have my laptop in front of me because there's a ton of players that are injured. But the big thing is Kyle Van Noy's not going to play, and I think Marcus Cannon.
Yeah, I was reading because Cannon he's so heavy because he's a lineman. It's harder for him to recover from an ankle injury. That's why he's still out. So that means Waddle or Fleming will get the start again, which is they've both been okay. So
I think Waddle will come back. He's on the injury list, but he practiced, so I think he'll come back. I wouldn't expect Deatrick Wise to play. He only practiced one day. Not a big deal because you have Eric Lee and
who was a monster last week.
And Trey Flowers, I think, will come back this week as well. Eric Rowe is irrelevant. I don't really care. Even if he did come back, he'd probably be the number 5 corner at this point.
Yeah.
Because Batamosi and Jones have been so damn good this year. Chris Hogan will likely play. I think he will. He looked great in practice, and there's no sign of a shoulder injury anymore. So I think he'll be back, and I think he'll actually be off the injury list sometime next week, if I had to guess.
Which would be helpful for next Sunday when they play the Steelers.
Yeah. I think they're going to win tonight, or tomorrow. The game's a Monday game.
And then they have a short week.
Stephon Gilmore's on the injury list. I think he's been on it for a while, though. I'm sure he'll play. Marquise Flowers probably will play. Trevor Riley is off the injury list. He will play, which will help their special teams a lot. Malcolm Butler's off the injury list. Dion Lewis and Mike Gillislee are on the injury list with illnesses for some bizarre reason. Gillislee won't play anyway, so who cares? Lewis, I suspect he'll play.
He says he's good to go.
He looks like he had a brief cold. There was one other guy. Slater, right, Slater. I'm expecting Slater to play because it's been a couple weeks with his hamstring, so that's about 3 weeks in general, 2 to 3 weeks. So if he doesn't play, it's not the end of the world because you got Trevor Riley back, but it would be nice because to replace Ebner. But as far as this game is concerned, Miami's record in primetime sucks. They almost always lose. I don't know why. And the Patriots generally struggle in Miami, so it's a weird thing. Although they have dominated them last year. So my concern with the game is the interior pass rush of Miami. They don't get a ton of sacks, but with Dominic Sue in the center there, and then you got Cameron Wake on the outside. That's a pretty good combination for going against New England, because a lot of the ways you beat New England, or at least stay competitive, is you collapse the pocket and then have edge rushers. If you just have edge rushers, the Patriots just push them to the side, or they chip them. But if you have an interior, Brady can't step up. So that's my concern. But with Andrews back now, I don't think it'll be that problematic. I think they'll give Brady some time to throw. And the run game, I think, will be pretty damn good. Miami's middle of the road in both passing and rushing defense, so they should be able to do both against them pretty easily. And I think they ran pretty well against them last time.
I think they did.
So I
2
suspect,
weeks ago.
yeah. So I suspect if Lewis or Burkhead, whoever, they've both been running great, we'll get the handoffs and they'll do good. They'll probably get a combined 150 yards or so rushing. Defensively, I think Jay Cutler is back for Miami.
He is, I believe so.
But he's Jay Cutler. He's highly inconsistent. He's better than Matt Moore, but it's not saying much. I suspect he'll throw some interceptions, and I just don't think Miami will move the ball that well against the Patriots, especially with the secondary playing as well as it does. Even though Miami put up a lot of points last week against Denver, that was Denver, and I think Cutler came back for that game. Yeah, Cutler was back, and he threw, I think, 2 terrible interceptions. I think he threw a pick 6 in that game.
They still won though.
Yeah, well, that's because Denver
They're
can't
just-
score anything, even
I
though they got
know.
like 4 turnovers.
I know.
Denver's one of the worst offenses I've ever seen. So I don't think Miami will have much success throwing the ball. Rushing the ball, I think they'll have a little bit more success. But I don't think it's going to matter. I think New England's pretty content to give you a few yards on the ground here and there. But I suspect they'll get some turnovers, so...
Score prediction?
I don't know. I'm going to go 28-24 New England. I think it'll be close because they always struggle in Miami. They did practice in 90-degree heat inside, but
And they also practiced in snow
Which,
because
I
that's
know.
what happened.
it's very strange. I don't know why they would do that.
Maybe to prepare for the playoffs. Who knows?
I
It
know.
is winter,
Should have
so
just stayed inside to practice in 90-degree heat, but whatever.
it's actually been quite cold in Florida. So we'll see what happens. But I agree with the score. I think it'll be a close game. And the biggest problem they had against Miami 2 weeks ago was that all these guys on the injury list got banged up just because of that interior pass rush. So I think that's one of the bigger things we have to be concerned about is that the team stays healthy for the Steelers game on Sunday, and it will be a short week for them.
Yeah.
But overall, I think they'll beat Miami.
Yep.
So
Well, the good news is that they got so much pressure on Matt Moore last time. Miami's line is not very good.
and I think
And
you said
I-
their center's out, right? Or injured?
Right, their center is the big injury. He's going to play in all likelihood. I had the guy's name, but I forget. But he's going to play from what I've seen. But I don't know. The Patriots' interior pass rush was excellent. So was their edge rush 2 weeks ago, and it's still been pretty good. And we'll see how Eric Lee plays, because that's one thing I'm interested in. Because if he continues his pace, then somehow he's one of the best damn linebackers in football right now, and that's just very strange.
Bizarre.
You
Very
didn't-
bizarre.
You didn't give a score, by the way, or did you just?
I said that the same thing as you.
Oh, okay. So that's the score. We didn't talk about special teams, but I always give special teams advantage to New England, so pretty much against everybody.
Yeah, I would say the same.
They've
They
had the
do
best
so good.
special teams unit for the past like 5 years, so except for when Cyrus Jones was returning punts. But anyway, we're gonna end it here. So we'll recap the game maybe Monday night. You'll probably see the video. Well, yeah, you'd see it immediately when it's done, but we might do the recap Tuesday. I don't know. It is a Monday night game, so. But whatever. This is Ryzen.
And Liz.
Thanks for watching. Take care, and let's go Pats Nation.